not done that redefinition yet, and we're in the process right now that we are in session of getting that done. So what the commissioner's concern is, first and foremost, is the safety of our consumers, and make sure that they're buying a product that is giving them what is on the label. Her vision for a hemp program in the state of Florida is one that provides a resource where they can verify through testing that what they are taking out of this product is actually, and getting from it, is what is actually on the label.
All right, I'm going to go back to the phones again, 800-743-9576. I want to go to Pam in Plantation. Pam, welcome to the program.
Oh, hi. I was wondering about growing it. We live in Florida, the sun shines. How about me having a couple of plants in my backyard?
We've had this question before. Pam, thank you so much. I appreciate it. This comes back to also this idea. Is it just going to be the big growers? Do you see a day when people can just grow their own?
So, Pam, are you talking about a cannabis plant with high THC or a hemp plant?
I unfortunately, we've lost the call.
Okay.
But yeah, just basic question is, can someone grow their own in, their own backyard or in their home?
Not under current statute. That is not allowed.
You just mentioned something too, and it's going back to the Farm Bill. So hemp has been legalized, but there's still an issue with the idea of cannabis itself, and marijuana is not legal. But help us understand how these two are being differentiated.
So the differentiation is that the Delta 9 THC level in a hemp plant is 0.3 or lower, and in a cannabis plant that is high THC, it's higher than that.
And so then again, that is the thing. That's the part of what makes marijuana, gives it its what people look for when they want to smoke it or to take it in, given that the high, basically.
That is what the THC is, correct.
All right, but at any point, again, this just to come back to this is what do you envision the sort of regulations that we will have for the growers, and who will be able to grow it?
For hemp?
Yeah. Oh, well, for hemp, but also for cannabis.
So right now we're focusing on the hemp program. We have a pretty clearly defined statute on medical marijuana. And so on hemp, what I would envision is similar to what other states have, where you have available farmland, you're interested in growing a crop, and you apply for a permit through the Department of Agriculture to get a permit to grow hemp in the state of Florida.
I wanted to go to one of the questions, I should say, from one of our listeners on social media. This one coming from Facebook. Justin Harris had commented in asking this question: how can employers handle employees with their medical card? There are many non-euphoric medicinal varieties that can be purchased, but there are many other very strong varieties that can also be legally purchased. When my employee's clearly stoned at work, but has a medical card, what do you do?
Well, that's a great question, and really one that the company is going to have to decide themselves how to set a policy with an attorney. Really not something where we would get involved.
Okay. Here in the state and starting getting a hemp industry started, there is, Senate Agriculture Chairman Ben Albatron from Wauchula has filed a bill. There is a Senate bill and a House bill on this. What sense do you have if there's an appetite in the legislature for this sort of product? That the people want to go in this direction?
In the product of hemp, yes.
Yes.
We have two bills, and they're working their way through the process, which is, committees. They've been filed, then they'll go through committees, and then they'll end up on the floor to be voted on. So we're in the process of going through committees with both the House and the Senate bill currently.
I'm going to finish with this. Just a reminder to folks, again, the governor signed into law that smokable medical marijuana is now allowed in the state of Florida, but patients are still waiting. What do you say to the patients who are still waiting?
To the patients that are still waiting, I'd encourage you to email your representative and or Department of Health or myself and let us know that you would like us to hurry up, and we'll pass that on up the chain. Or call your state senator or representative and let them know that you feel like it's taking too long.
Holly Bell is the newly appointed Director of Cannabis for the state of Florida.
Drug that's been shown to work very quickly, which is very unusual for depression drugs. It works within 48 hours as opposed to the 2 to 4 weeks it usually takes for other depression drugs to have an effect.
On an IV and for more than 60 hours, that suggests you need to be in the hospital to have this drug administered?
Exactly. You have to do it in a hospital or medical center under medical supervision. And the drug itself is going to be very expensive. It's going to cost anywhere between $20,000 to $35,000. And that's not including costs of just being in the hospital or a medical center. So very expensive.
And insurance? Does insurance cover this?
Insurers are still evaluating it for coverage.
Donations from corporate political action committees. All the disavowing, rejecting, and refusing, companies will still have plenty of ways to influence the 2020 campaign. They often sponsor the party conventions. Executives and staff can donate on an individual basis, and that's the money we can see. So-called dark money is sure to play a big role in 2020 as well, and we'll get little or no information about where it's coming from. In Washington,